Joining us today is Gene Krawchuk, Certified Renovation Loan Specialist with Wells Fargo. He's here to answer some questions about renovation loans. Thanks for joining us, Gene.
Thanks for having me, Megan.
So, starting off, can you just tell us what the basics of a renovation loan are?
In a nutshell, renovation financing allows somebody to purchase a home and actually lump in the cost of the improvements into one loan. So one closing, one seamless process. The draws and everything are done after the fact. The programs basically out there is FHA, which offers a streamline and a full 203K. And then there's also a conventional loan program. And FHA allows 3.5% down minimum, and conventional we can go with as low as 5% down.
So what are the benefits then of choosing a renovation loan?
The main benefit, I think, is the fact that, once again, a buyer can have a vision with a property. So, it's either going to be a home that's in bad disrepair that obviously needs the repairs, or it could be an existing home that just really needs some TLC, some upgrades, and just to kind of, bring it up to the vision of what they would like that home to be. And take advantage of record low interest rates right now and, a more conventional form of financing rather than deferring those costs either in the form of cash or, consumer credit later on. Yes.
So speaking of interest rates then, are renovation loans more expensive and higher interest rates?
That's a great question, and the answer is slightly. The 0.25% interest rate, typically a little bit more on that. And fee-wise, you're going to have a few extra fees that wouldn't be on a conventional loan, such as a standard loan. Like could be a consultant fee or something of that nature. The appraisals are slightly higher, but we're not talking about a huge difference. It's relatively negligible for what the product really offers. The interest rates on renovation financing right now is running probably about in the mid-threes for a 30-year fix, which is very, very competitive.
So what kind of upgrades are covered or not covered? I mean, say if I want to do some real luxury upgrades, would that be something that this could...
The list is pretty vast, and what I generally tell a prospective client is that, there's more things you can do rather than what you can't do. So the things you can't do are a lot less limited. But the general rule of thumb is with FHA, they concentrate more on health and safety items first, and then you can get into cosmetic items, what they call functional obsolescence, more of a wish list. It could be really based on your qualifying power. And with conventional, you truly actually can do luxury items. There's no limitations. So for instance, on a conventional deal, if somebody was buying a home and wanted to add a pool or a spa or an outbuilding of some sort, that would be allowable repair in that case.
Okay. So you mentioned health and safety things. Would that also be, if I wanted to do some green upgrades, would that be something that you could work with also?
Green could be included. It could be actually the main aspect of the renovation if somebody's so inclined. We've got contractors today that are very much, it's a hot topic out there, and a lot of them kind of take the green approach to things anyway. The other thing is with FHA, for instance, there's actually the energy efficiency mortgages you probably have heard of, and you can actually take the winterization and or the energy improvement components and actually put that on the EEM part and make it separate of the renovation, so it actually would give you the ability to expand the budget if you were so inclined.
Who doesn't want to expand their budget, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So I know there aren't too many banks that offer this kind of loan. Why is that?
There's been a constricting in the market the last couple of years, as you know, and very few lenders really have the dedicated underwriting and processing and, let's just say, commitment to renovation lending. Wells Fargo, for instance, is the #1 renovation lender in the entire country by a huge margin. I have dedicated processing and underwriting specific to this, and it's 95% of my basic concentration, so I consider myself an expert in this field, and these are the loans that I do constantly, and I get referrals from kind of a broad spectrum of referral sources for it. So the key thing is to find somebody who really truly does it, and it's just the complexity of the market today where a lot of wholesale and correspondent lenders just don't have an outlet for it anymore to be able to support it.
All right. Well, is there any particular kind of person that would really benefit the most from this kind of loan, or everyone really?
Once again, my bias not being jumping out. I think anybody can, but I think it really comes down to a borrower who has a vision, or an agent that can help a borrower have that vision. And like I said, any home really can benefit from the cost or the benefit of renovation. Really, from that standpoint, it's just really a matter of people understanding the program, its existence, and what it's really there to accomplish. But I think there's way more opportunities for people to use it rather than not, once again, from that standpoint.
Great. Well, thanks, Gene, so much. It's very helpful. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Anytime. Thank you.